What's going on, Drew?
What it do, buddy? All right, give me 1 second. I gotta just do our usuals and share everywhere and all that kind of jazz. Give me a second.
Let's
man,
go.
it is crazy out in crypto land, dude. Just fucking crazy.
I'm starting a new thing where every time we go to these things, we're gonna do a fit check. Drew, what are you wearing today?
The same shit.
I watched someone on TikTok, and he does like Bible verses or something, and he was like, "All right, before I start, here's my fit check," and he has like OG like Incredible Hulk T-shirt. What's your Boost is here with the bets? Look at that already.
Let's go.
You wearing anything, Drew? You wearing anything?
No, I wear jeans and a T-shirt every day, dude.
Okay. I'll do my fit check. I'm wearing I'm wearing a limited edition Goblin Town World Tour King T-shirt today. That's my fit check.
Love it. All right. So what do we got going on here?
All right. Are we gonna follow the list, or are we just gonna be totally like spaz today?
Where's I'm pulling up the list really quick. Where is it? Hold on, where am I?
By the way, I think this shirt was only given out in Miami or maybe a few places. It's a limited edition one.
Yeah. All right, let's start with an NFT NYC recap, which, by the way, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in you, Alex. Very disappointed.
Drew, come on.
I hit up both your events, and you didn't hit up either of ours. Neither.
Listen, first of all, you had one event. You only had one event.
Two.
First of all, I had to go where the truck was. Okay, so just for context.
And, by the way, if anyone was here in the chat, was at our event, easily the best event of NFT NYC, as always. We just do it always like that.
Okay, listen.
This is every time. No support.
Your event was at 7:30. First of all the support in the world, but not physical support. Your event was at 7:30. I had a dinner at the Crypto the Game. We had a dinner, and I had. By the way, not only was it a great dinner, I sat like at my table was one of the co-founders of Monad. And it was like then 2 days later they announced the big round. And they're really cool. I'm excited for that. Like think L1 competitors for Solana and Ethereum is what I think.
What do you like about Monad? I've heard good things.
So I don't know anything about it yet, and I think it's right now it's like in test net. But they seem very smart, at least from talking to her, one of the co-founders. It's a husband-wife. So
really?
The wife was there, yeah, and that's worked out before, by the way. Eventbrite is a husband-wife. Doesn't always work out, but it has worked out. And they're just the higher throughput. I'm not 100% sure what they're gonna focus on. Like every chain has we're originally ETH was NFTs. Solana feels like coins or meme coins, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like I don't know. I don't think we've seen a big gaming one yet. They have a high throughput, so that might make sense. But anyway, so I went to that. That was cool. The also at our table was remember, who's the guy who introduced me at Jackie's event?
Remind me. I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest with you.
A lot of brands.
Oh, you mean Chris Outram?
Yeah, but what does he work? Publicis? Yeah. So his two colleagues also sat at our table.
Oh, they're very cool. They're very cool. I've met them.
Yeah. So I like them. By the way, coolest thing that they gave out was this. So the dinner was Crypto the Game, but also Safe. So Gnosis. And apparently they have a new product coming out. They're calling it Safe Redacted, which I think is really funny because that's people in the internet use the word redacted when you can't use the R word. So Safe Redacted, and they made these cartridges.
Oh, that's really cool.
Anyway, I had the two people give me theirs also, so I have three of them, and there's exclusive things on the thing, so I'm excited.
Yeah. What else did you love about NFT NYC? Let's do a complete recap.
Okay, so what did I like? The first day was rainy. But
I feel like New York showed poorly. It's sad. So sad.
Yeah, dude. If you were trying to get any of us back, you failed. Totally. I couldn't wait to get back. I came at I had 80-degree weather. 80-degree weather in Miami. I came. It was gross, disgusting.
Horrible.
And anyway, I was so happy to get back a few days later. But listen, it was great to see all the people. I felt like the energy was super high. It felt like it felt like the vibes were good, like it's hard to put a finger on exactly what that means. But the vibes were good. And so yeah, it felt good. It felt like the energy was really good. What were the things that I loved? I mean, we had a really fun time. We did this whole meme brunch. Then the CryptoPunks brunch was
cool.
great.
Yeah,
quality people.
The CryptoPunks did what you like kind of expect them at this point. Like showed up, good community, good people.
Yeah. But also no. It was super good people. And then I totally didn't know this, but because I brought Caesar with me because the person who was running the door is an OG Goblin friend, so she let any Goblin come in. So Caesar came, and he knows Matt, one of the co-founders of Punks, and he was there. And I don't think a lot of people know what he looks like or knew exactly who he was because he was just standing there, and only a few people were noticing him at the Punks brunch. I don't know if you've ever met the founders from Larva.
No, not personally, no.
Yeah, so they were there. They were like just standing there talking to people.
Cool.
That was the one person I didn't realize, and I wish I would have said hi. And then that was good. Then the Andreessen Horowitz event was really, really good. Like quality people. And then after Andreessen, it was the Jackie's event at the Cellar Dog, and that was a cool location.
Yeah.
I lost. I beat everyone at foosball, but I lost a lot of pool games.
Yeah, I was at that. That was cool. I had a good conversation. And I'll tell you, like I thought it was. I mean, listen, I thought it was great. It was just like it was really nice to have like so many of our founders and our portfolio companies there. Like there was a lot of people there, so I got a lot of time like FaceTime with people I haven't in a while, which was really cool. I thought like 6079, if anyone knows about 6079, it's they're like one of the big like AI companies that are coming out. They had like the whole free think thing. The branding was epic. They did a really cool little like kind of low key, but a good hangout at on the first night. And I really liked what they did. I thought it was just brought a bunch of smart. It was like that's where the devs were. You know what I mean? And I always love like when you're around the devs, the conversations just get awesome. Which was cool. I finally met some of the guys from the PEPECOIN team, and that team is just also super fucking brilliant. We'll talk about them later in a bit, but that was my first time meeting them in person. I don't know if any of you guys in the crowd right now, or by the way, for those listening, like always, we're live on Twitter, we're live on LinkedIn. Our conversation's pretty much all on YouTube. So if you want to join YouTube, there's a live chat going on. I think you can chat.
Oh, and also on Twitter. No, on Twitter you can also chat because I see Shadow and a few people from Twitter.
So that's what. So anyway, join YouTube. But what's it called? So that was pretty cool. Spent a lot of time with some of the Morpheus community. I've mentioned that here a couple times. One of my bigger positions right now, which we'll talk about later.
You're obsessed. I gotta still do it.
So I would say that Morpheus.
By the way, my grass is grassing. Have you checked on grass?
Yes, I do, which we'll get to in a bit as well. But like,
I'm thinking of.
You've been selling a little bit ahead of time
on whale. I could sell a lot right now. Like they're going for decent amount. I just can't figure out what I did in my Epoch 3. I see what I'm making on Epoch 4, but I don't know. It's a little confusing. I'm not gonna lie.
It is a little confusing. I really have I got Epoch 4 right now.
I expect I lost my $1,000. I'm really not sure where it went, but it seems like my stuff's worth like 7 to 10x from what I paid.
Oh, here I go. I did 50 Epoch 3. I did points earned 3.28 million. That sounds like
wait, hold on. Where do you see that?
Go to rewards.
Oh, okay. Okay, points earned 4.71 million.
God damn. Well, I don't think I didn't start the whole month. That's why also.
But I also did more, and he gave me a really good deal because I started early immediately after I saw that in our chat. I started, and then
for those who don't know what we're talking about
getgrass.io.
Yeah, it's like one of those like platforms.
It's like a farming.
It's a DPIN platform that you could farm, and you could earn, but by like sharing some of your compute or whatever.
Zero idea what they do. Zero idea.
But we have someone who can help set up a lot of the different servers for you,
without needing like your password or anything. just like, you gave him your ID.
Anderson's on it. I know that he jumped on after our last meeting or whatever. So our last call here, but yeah. So then also, great events. We threw bangers. We had a dinner the first night with a bunch of portfolio companies, etc., which was awesome. And then the
I didn't get invited to that.
I thought you.
What night was that?
They did. Every one of our founders.
What night was it?
Wednesday night. It was Wednesday night. We did a dinner.
Oh, okay.
And then Thursday night, we did this really cool event where we took with Wilder World and Wire Network. And it was basically like a speakeasy bar. And then they bring you next door and you walk through a dry cleaners. And you go literally through the clothes in the dry cleaners to the back of the dry cleaners. And then in the back of the dry cleaners, a door opens up and it's an entire lounge with like magicians that come around to every table. And like they go around to each table and they rotate. And then there's like a host of the show. And it was awesome. We had 100 people, great party. A lot of the Warwick crew was there from our DAO. Just a really good time. It was great. I always like to try to think of weird stuff to bring people together that we can do that are different. Like you guys know, we did ETH Denver, we did Meow Wolf, and last year NFT NYC we did Sleep No More. So this was actually a spin out of Sleep No More. It was the same company that was running this thing, which is like this whole magician speakeasy thing. So anyway, really, really cool time. Loved it. So that was NFT NYC. I thought it was a great event.
Yeah.
Weather sucked. Wilder World. Did you actually go and check?
No, I left on Friday, and I think their thing was on Friday.
Yeah, they did a really cool. So they rented out this like whole gaming space, and they had like races and tournaments. And dude, I finally got to play the game. It's epic. I mean, it's just like it's beautiful.
No, I mean, listen, they're taking their time to do it right. I'm just frustrated. I want to play it more. Like. My frustration with that, I know, but you have to be the physical thing, right? I can't do it online.
No, you can do it. You have a PC?
No, I don't do PCs.
Okay. You need like a gaming
Although I
PC.
do need to get a PC because we've been playing a lot of the Goblin games internally, and I can't play because I have a match.
Which needs that as well, yeah. So
yeah.
Anyway, so
they're gonna be like Steam, like a Steam Deck, maybe I need to get.
Wilder World showed up really well. Their tokens also been doing great. I think they're up to $1.10 right now. So if you guys have been following,
shit.
Yes, if you've been following my Wilder.
Our lockup is coming.
I don't know when it's sometimes.
Dude, it's up 11% today. Holy shit!
In a day when everything else is down too, because they've been so guys for Wilder's been dropping partnerships left and right. So they just got announced that they're doing a partnership with Samsung. They'll be distributed on those TVs. They launched a partnership with NVIDIA to be using their AI, and they launched a partnership with Epic Games. They're in the Epic Games store. So they've just been like dropping the biggest name partnerships in the industry. So Wild's token's been running. I don't even think it's scratched the surface yet. That's when I'm holding along. All right.
Yeah, I think what do we have? A 3-year lockup, and then it's I still have all my cars. By the way, I get hit up like on private DMs because I have a whole fleet of cars. I have
me too.
Like and I've got a hover. Like I've got a pretty. And Goblin Town, we have like land there. I think you also the Knights. You got land in Wilder World.
I saw it. I saw it when I'm driving in the car racing game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says Degen Tavern. It's fucking awesome.
We got into Wilder World like pretty early. We had Frank Wilder on the phone on the. It wasn't the pod at the time. It was just the weekly event we did. Like early, and they were always just like pros. They're not like. They were like truly building. But I think 2021. Do we have them?
Yeah, it's probably around. Yeah, we invested 2 years ago. So, all right, let's move on.
Wait. Other stuff NFT NYC. There was like a basketball tournament, like D God's Magic Eden. I don't know if you went to Brooklyn for that. That was fun. We were giving out our masks. That was, it was interesting for us because we were giving out the visors, we were giving out the masks. And I think it's, I've got one. I got to give this out tomorrow. This thing right here. We've got this one. Someone's gonna win it. There's only 100 of these. And I tweeted out like you have to read. You don't have to follow me. You just have to follow Goblin Town and McGoblin Burger.
This is my kid.
Oh yeah,
a little coop,
dude. There's something about it that's like pretty crazy. People really like the masks, and then because when we have all of our games coming out, obviously working with professional streamers and then just people wanting to stream, we're just thinking a lot about the face and the upper body because like you can't see, like you can't give someone like a pair of shoes and then but I think there's something to, playing around. Like even we're thinking like Illuminati with like a pyramid something on your head. So like when we give like a little like when we go to someone like Dr. Disrespect and we give him like a care package, what is he gonna wear while he's playing? Maybe he's wearing the Goblin Burger hat, or maybe he's wearing something else. So anyway, all right, NFT NYC overall. Thumbs up. One of my favorite ones. It was good to see people more than anything.
I'll tell you before we finish up on events, like I have such FOMO about Token 2049 in Dubai. Like everyone I know is going out there. It's so many people. I wish I could be there. I'm going to the Bahamas on Monday. So I'm going to Bahamas with the family because the kids on spring break. So I'm on family vacation duty as opposed to going out to Token 2049.
It feels like spring break is a different week for everyone this year.
It looks like it's like Miami had 1 week, New Jersey had another week. I know Connecticut, we're all different. Like it's been weird.
Well, my kids are in Jewish schools. Like it's Passover in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So it's just weird. Like I feel like someone on the team was like, "Oh, my kids are off this past week, so we have like time off." It was just weird. It feels like this is the one year that like nobody has the same spring break. It's like spring break is the last like 6 weeks. Okay, yeah. So everyone's going to Dubai. Yeah, I'm not going there.
Yeah, I'm very
excited. No interest in traveling.
I will be going to. I will go to Nashville for Bitcoin Nashville. I'm excited for that. That's where they used to have Bitcoin Miami. They moved it to Nashville this year, so that'll be cool. But yeah, all right. Let's move on.
And there's also what's it called? The consensus.
Yeah, I'll be there for that. I'll definitely do that.
I was asked to be on there, but it's like a little tough. I was going to be on
one of the better.
Sam.
It's actually one of the better.
I know. I really want to do it. I told him next year. Sam Moon's like the editor in chief who wanted me on a panel, but I can't. I don't love traveling. I actually might need to be back in New York in the first week of May. So we actually might do a banger event or like meme related for a launch or something that's coming. So,
let's talk Costco.
All right. You want to talk about Costco?
Costco hot dogs, baby. Let's talk about hot dogs. $1.50 program. How we doing? So so first, I think this goes with a few things. So I think we can also talk about Solana Broken and Costco right now at the same time. But Costco hot dogs, here's my thesis. The bun stays on. But like the reality is, like for me, someone said this to me last week.
This is the most like due diligence you've done in a meme coin. It's like, well, listen, is it $1.50? It's $1.50.
Nope, you're about to find out. The next token we talk about, bets, is where I've done my most due diligence. So
no, I know that.
But cost. Why I like it is this. Someone said something to me that I thought was really interesting. They said at our event, they were like, meme coins are basically a levered bet on how long a joke can stay funny and relevant for. And then he's followed this, and we never even spoke before. He's like, for example, that's why I bet on the Costco hot dog. I'm like, dude, me too. He's like, because that's a joke that like it has staying power. It's been long lasting. Like everyone kind of gets it. It's like it doesn't go out of style. It doesn't become not cool or funny for like all of a sudden. It has real staying power. So I agree with that. I thought the memes were phenomenal. I thought it's a funny, viral. It's a pure meme coin. No, there's not really like initiatives. It's not a project.
You're telling me you're not going to be able to buy. Well, excuse me. The value, the utility is you'll be able to take one cost to buy a hot dog at the end. That's the utility.
That's the utility. You can buy a hot dog for one cost when we hit to $1.50. So that's probably my third biggest token position in the meme coin space right now is Costco. Love the groups, love the content. I think it's going to run hard when Solana unbreaks. So there's like a big thesis.
Is that the 15th?
Which one?
Everyone's saying the 15th is when
I don't know why. I don't know if there's like a real specific.
No, there's an upgrade coming on the 15th that they're saying. But I've also heard from other people that in prior times when they've had upgrades, they sort of like made things worse sometimes. So like I wouldn't bank on everything being fixed.
So I did two things. I bought more Solana at 170, 171. I think it was yesterday, because like I think it's just getting beat up right now because of its like being so shitty. And I think the minute it starts to run and the crypto market starts to run, it's probably going to 300. So I bought more.
Dude,
Solana.
Yeah, it's primed to run.
It's primed to run. Bought more.
Look at this. It's a temporary tattoo.
That's
so. Cool. This is for you, JR. If you wanted to do it before you put it on your face. You could put a goblin down. It goes away. Once it officially goes to 0, it goes away. So
all right, let me just give you some
live with your mistakes.
So Costco hot dog is my biggest one on Solana right now. The other one that I have, we're going to do a little Degen with Drew and a little Solana Broken right now. So as you guys always know, we don't really hold an order here.
And by the way, Drew, just one last thing about Costco is that's like one of 2 tokens that I actually like go to sleep and I'm okay keeping it open position.
That's the big thing.
I usually close out positions before I go to bed because I'm like so many times I've left them open and they're just worthless.
Totally, without a doubt. That's what I mean. It's the kind of token that you feel like has all the pieces and like people are confident in it. It's sustainable. So like it just needs that push from when Solana comes back and Solana starts running and the market starts running. And that'll be one of the coins that I think flies. So like one of my bigger positions right now. Yeah.
Wait, Drew, before you continue, I just want to let the audience know that we have like over 500 people live right now here. And I think that's the biggest episode we've ever had live.
Let's go.
So we should share that information out there so that we could just bam through it.
500 plus people. Keep sharing it, boys. Let's go. Okay. So.
And it's all because of Twitter. It's really because of Twitter. I think that's where everyone is coming from.
Maybe, yeah. I
mean, even though I love the YouTube comments.
And we have one person from LinkedIn always.
Yeah, who's the LinkedIn person?
There's always someone from LinkedIn. So yeah, and then I have a couple other Solana coins I'll just bring up quickly.
Yeah.
Did you buy Epic?
I did. I was with you, Drew. We bought it together.
So I added more.
We were in person together. After the Punks brunch, we were in that hotel next door.
Yep, you're right.
We bought it, and mine went through, and yours didn't, and then yours went through, and like in a taxi.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right, exactly. So I just bought more because supposedly there was this one whale who bought it the minute it launched and had like an absolute ton of tokens, and it's just been like crushing it over and over again. And now he's down to
it's so dumb. Like, hold on, can we pause for a second about like how stupid some people are in terms of how they sell off? Like, there's so many. I was just talking to someone today. Like, there's so many coins that like hit 100, 200, 300K, and then just some people just like turbo dump it, and it's like just sell 1 to 2 to 3, 4 SOL at a time, and as long as there's buyers continuing to come in, you're not tanking it for everyone else. It's so stupid.
People are selfish. They're just in it, like they don't like.
It's also stupidity. It's like stupidity. These things could last longer. You actually could earn. You can make more money if you. It just feels like these people don't have full brains.
No, or they just don't give a shit about being like part of a team or part of a community or winning together.
It's not even part of a team. You literally can optimize by not, tanking it. Like,
yeah. Listen, I hear you. So the Epic one I bought because what's his name's been going bananas on it. What's his name again? Rect Mondo or something.
Yeah.
I like when people are hustling and they're public about it. Like this, a meme coin is all about.
It's a double-edged sword. You know that because it's like you start and it's when things are going well, it's like pat on the back. This is amazing. And then the second that things aren't going so well, and you're not sure how to get it to go back up. It's like my family will come for you. Like,
yeah. I know you're right. Listen, like I'm seeing it firsthand with Wall Street Bets. So let's transition to bets for a second. So let me give you guys the deal on bets, why I've been making moves on it, why I like it, what I think about it. So bets I came across, and it's the founder of Wall Street Bets. He created this guy Jamie and his friend Sam. They started a token called the Bets token. It's a base token, which I already kind of dig. I think that's pretty cool to be a base token. I'll tell you more on my thesis there on why I like it there. I think it's the right spot for it. But they started this token, and I got on a call with them, and I was like, this is interesting because I've been kind of looking for a meme coin that I thought I could like leverage my network from like Denari Labs and the fund and all the stuff that I have. I'm like, I've been curious to experiment with a meme coin and see if I could leverage my network for it. But like I've had a couple pitch me, like Portnoy coin came out and reached out to me, and a couple other coins that I just spoke to recently that have reached out to me. And it's like you need to have enough of a foundation and enough of a narrative so that if I'm bringing you to like legitimate like exchanges and market makers and influencers and creators and like KOLs, like that there's something they could really be like, okay, that there's something I could bite my teeth into. There's something there. So when I heard about like the guy who basically created the meme movement and like what the stonks and all of that. And then I heard his story from him where basically when Reddit went public, they considered their group, Wall Street Bets, a big risk and a liability. So they basically like started to bring their own mods in, constrain them, change the whole strategy of what they were talking about, limited what they were talking about. Then they offered the group stock options to just like chill and be cool. And like, it just became this huge problem for them. And he basically took it to court because he wanted to own his trademark. And there's been this huge battle. Ultimately, like Reddit ended up winning the battle, and now he's got a new legal team that's basically came in and said, "Hey, we'll take your battle for free because we don't want Reddit to have a precedent here. We want to continue to fight it." So now they're appealing. I mean, this shit could go to the Supreme Court. Like that's his plan now. It's like, and he's got it. It's being funded. It's good to go.
I know him because he did an upstream event when we like a few years ago. We did a Wall Street Bets. Yeah, super cool dude, super smart. Like we spent like half an hour talking to each other, like live in front of people.
Totally. So I've spoken to him a couple times over this week because I've been like trying to dig in and figure out if this is a token I could really get like bite my teeth into because I've only just been like trading tokens. I haven't really like gotten my hands dirty on one yet. And I met him and the team. And anyway, so then looked at the narrative, and then this was an interesting component to it. He's like, listen, we introduced a 3% tax. I don't know if you know, with meme coins, you can have a tax on the coin. It's part of the smart contract, which I was like, yo, that's
if you make it from scratch or if you make it from Pump Fun or something else.
No, from scratch. If you launch a token and like you launch a token, it's part of the smart contracts, like built into Ethereum, you can institute a tax. And like when I started talking to him about it, I'm like, how is this not the business model for any meme coin? Because that tax is what then goes to, they have it going to different pockets and different wallets. So one goes to the marketing, a percentage goes to a marketing wallet, a percentage goes to the charity wallet. And they're doing this whole thing on charity because like, they're like, listen, we got to do something good here in crypto. Everyone else is doing like shit, like we can earn and do good. So they have like a whole anti-child trafficking cause, like about freedom and all of that, because that's like kind of their movement. So they've already raised $150,000 in less than a week on this by doing this transaction with this tax. So they have like developer fund, marketing fund, charity fund. And I'm like, dude, like how are most people, this is basically royalties for NFTs. And then we saw what happened. Royalties got removed and NFTs went to shit because they lost their native business model. Meme coins, there's only two ways a meme coin are going to thrive. Either it goes utterly viral, and that's like the whole thing of it. It just, almost borderline accidental, becomes a viral movement and goes viral. And then hopefully it stays the shiny thing for as long as it possibly can. But if it's not really creating any kind of value or anything of that nature, at some point, and there's no one being incentivized to continue to work on it or support it or do anything for it, then you're in a pretty like vulnerable position as a meme coin creator, and a holder. So I like the fact that there's resources here that they can use to actually execute initiatives and really support the effort, do buybacks. He has a whole portion for buybacks and burns. So I was like, this is fucking great. You have resources now continuously for as long as this thing is successful to continue to fund and support the effort. So to me, I thought that was great. Beanie was on Twitter today shitting on it, and Beanie hates royalties, hates anything that takes out of his pocket. So if there's a fee, he hates it. But I look at it as a way to support creators. Anyone who's never been a creator and a builder, it's easy to shit on fees. When you realize it's like when the only people that are trading and trying to flip and make sure they make every dollar on every trade, they're the ones who are going to complain about royalties and fees. Builders and people that are more in this for the long haul and want to grow the pie of the ecosystem know that things like royalties and things like these fees are that's.
It would be cool if you could only make fees on like making money, right? Like if they could assign it, like if you can make a smart contract that like if you made money, you get the fee. If you lose money, you don't get the fee.
Well, the fees only are associated, I believe, to a certain like if they get landed on a central exchange, there's no fees. The fees are basically only for Uniswap, I want to say. So that to my understanding.
No, but I'm just saying if you can make it so that you only got fees,
that's cool.
If you made money, because a lot of people have like recommended that in the past. So like if you make money on buy an NFT and then you sell it and make a profit, then you should pay royalties. If you don't, you shouldn't. I've heard that before. I just don't think it's technologically easy. I don't think
Ethereum enables that in its native.
No, well, you have to make a new standard, but
I do think there's something there. So anyway, that all led to, so I got my hands dirty, jumped on in it, and started to talk to the people about it. And then today, it's actually live right now. I'll share it with you guys. We haven't really promoted it yet, but there was
and by the way, Koala, I don't believe that you're not building a worthwhile service if you need to live on fees. I mean, it's literally the entire economy, buddy.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what to tell you, but that is literally capitalism and the economy. Yeah. You can cut out middlemen in a lot of ways, but that is literally like how
you don't think services should make money?
Like what are people gonna like? People don't realize the secondary effects of removing these things. It's just then you remove a certain group of people in the ecosystem who are providing you something because they're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart. They're doing it because they're making a business.
Okay,
and so it could not be predatory, right? But if you take away the incentive, you're taking away the people, and then you see what happened. You took away a lot of the incentives of certain spaces. It goes to zero.
So let me talk about the next part here. So I was like, okay, so let's go to, so I'm an investor in a company called Airstack, and Airstack is basically the leading developer tool platform for Farcaster, Warpcast, all their frames, etc. And frames and Farcaster and Airstack Warpcast are all a native base audience. So we just released today a frame. It's literally live over the last hour. We haven't even promoted it. I don't even think I dropped it in the Telegram yet. So anyone who's here is getting some alpha. We just dropped a frame where you can literally swap and buy bets right from inside of Warpcast and right inside the frame, which is really cool. And by doing that, you're also going to you're going to potentially earn Degen, which is the Farcaster, another Farcaster coin, and earn points on Airstack, which will ultimately lead to something special in the future. They're not a coin points. It's really cool. So this is so now we're starting to lean into the decentralized social side of things, because again, that's the whole point of what his battle is. It's about Reddit kind of constrained him everywhere he goes. It's they haven't been able to have that freedom of speech, the freedom to think, the freedom to communicate, freedom to transact. And now, hopefully leaning into some of the stuff that's happening on Farcaster and Warpcast, that could be a really great home for their movement. Yeah. So excited about that. That just launched today.
Yeah. In terms of bets, I bought whenever it was going around that he was going to be named as the co-founder, and then when I 40, I took my principal out plus a little bit. I told you to do that also, now I'm just riding free.
But I got a lot.
Yeah, I still have a lot, but I'm just I'm riding free. And Koala, I don't disagree with you, by the way, in terms of trading, time for money, right? But there's also if you're disincentivizing people to be in the ecosystem, then that's where it hurts. Yes, baggage fees. I agree with you on baggage fees; they're a joke. But when you're actually incentivizing people not to do something, and you could say the 3% fees are a joke or not a joke, whatever. No. But it's also a business model, right?
But if the 3% fee is growing the pie or used to burn and reduce supply, who the fuck cares about a 3% fee? The point is to grow the value, grow the market cap, grow the pie. And if it's used to grow the audience and bring in more holders and increase the market cap by more than 3%, then it's only logical that that's a good thing. So that's why I don't personally buy into it. Now, if it's used poorly or inefficiently, that's a different story. I'm gonna be the first one to be yo, fuck this, I'm out. These guys don't know what the hell they're doing. But if they're using it effectively, to me, I think that makes sense. So anyway, bets. We got a bunch of other stuff in the hopper. We got some really cool artists involved that wants to get involved and do something really exciting. Can't talk about it much yet, but started introducing them to a lot of really cool people, and I'm excited about it. I think it's a fun meme coin to get behind, and good community, and people are really rolling with it. So making moves. That was my big one this week. A big meme coin play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Pepe. I don't own any Pepe coins. I know you're obsessed. You've been talking about it. I missed it.
Rookie move. You didn't miss it. I buy it every day. So I think to me, it's one of the more obvious plays in all of crypto right now. So guys, for you guys all listening at home, PEPECOIN, which is the OG original coin, the original Pepe, is going to utterly flip Pepe, the original, the Pepe you guys all know. I'm actually trying to figure out how to short Pepe. If anybody knows how to do that, let me know. I want to short the shit out of it because I think PEPECOIN is going to eat their lunch. PEPECOIN is one of the more impressive projects I've seen. I'll tell you, here's my alpha for you guys. I've spoken with the team. First of all, I am adding as much. I'm buying Pepe as much as I can. I'm seeing it for based. I'm currently.
Wait, which one is PEPECOIN versus other Pepes? Like, because there's like 100
yeah,
Pepes. Which one are you talking about?
Here's the PEPECOIN. First of all, here's their website.
I think that's why I didn't do it. I was just like, okay, you know.
I'm going to drop a few links. First of all, guys, check out their fucking website. This team is incredible. Jackie, I'm dropping the links to you because for some reason I don't know why I can't comment right now.
Yeah, you can't. It's weird when you're like streaming because you're streaming to Twitter, right? Like when you're streaming, you can't comment here. I'm streaming to Twitter and LinkedIn. Yeah, and it literally won't let me post because I guess it doesn't know where it's going to go.
I have to have the YouTube comments open. I just don't have it open right now. So here's the DEX tools for PEPECOIN, guys. Now, here's the deal. With PEPECOIN, when you buy PEPECOIN, you stake it for Based, and Based has now been flying as well. So I'm basically earning right now about $500 a day in Based. $500 a day, every single day from staking PEPECOIN. And here's what's coming. PEPECOIN
is it money that's actually coming out, or is it
literally liquid
magical internet money?
I'm getting it in Based. I'm leaving it in Based because I believe Based is going to go bananas. But like you could take it out, it's liquid, and it's a liquid staking. It's just like the most obvious play. So PEPECOIN, you stake to Based. Now the dynamics they have coming within the next month. You have about a month left of staking, and then you can an earning Based. Then within 4 weeks, they have a couple things coming. One is a Telegram bot platform, not just a Telegram bot, a platform for people to build their own bots called KeckBot, which is going to be generating revenue back to your PEPECOIN. There's also the thing called Brains, and they're building a whole decentralized AI protocol. That's what their whole business is about. That's the real business. Like I'm looking at it from a venture perspective now, as like a VC investor. But PEPECOIN is built out Based AI. It's called Based Labs. Is built out a truly decentralized AI platform, and there's only going to be about 1,000, call it 1,000 AI brains that will be used as like almost like their nodes that you'll be able to build products off of, etc. You're going to need to use PEPECOIN, burn it or stake it to acquire a brain. It's going to be very heavy in demand. It'll be like about $100,000 to acquire a brain. Already, I know people that are all trying to like optimize their PEPECOIN to get enough to get a brain. But here's the beauty of this. There's going to be a crunch. It's going to be a massive supply crunch. People are going to be taking their PEPECOIN, bringing it over to burn it to get a brain. The brain then will also yield Based. Based keeps going up long term because Based is actually the core business and product and will be used for all of their AI platform protocol to stake on Based, etc. But then there's going to be a period of time where people are going to be taking their PEPECOIN out of the stake to burn it and to use it for brains. That means that the yield that's been coming to people that are still staking their PEPECOIN is going to go substantially higher. So there's going to be more demand to buy PEPECOIN to continue to stake. It is going to be a fucking flywheel of awesomeness and money making. So here's my little tip. Go get yourself some PEPECOIN. Go stake it on Based Farm on the PEPECOIN.io website. Start accumulating as much as you can of both, because the team is one of the smartest teams, if not top tier, of I've met in the space. These guys are since 2016 just building incredible stuff, and they're basically like ready for that next leap. So love what they're doing. Super excited about it. Go check it out. That's been just like one of the things that I'm having a lot of fun with right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, shout out Jeff. Shout out Jeff coming in from LinkedIn. Jeff and I go way back to the Dwala days. Jeff is the OG Iowa tech, and Jeff's the man. And when I was at Dwala, we spent a lot of time. We spent a lot of time in Iowa, and Jeff is the man in Iowa. So shout out coming through here. Okay, so let's talk Solana. Like, okay, we feel like is it going to be fixed? Do people like, a lot of people?
I don't know if it'll be next week, but eventually. But it was a disaster. I mean, I couldn't get a transaction.
It's pretty much still a disaster. Dude, I bought first of all, I shouldn't say this out loud, but I bought one of the OJ Simpson meme coins this morning, and I would have made so much more money if any of my transactions actually went through.
So ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Dude, first of all, crazy OJ.
Oh yeah, like R.I.P. OJ, right? Like, should we give a little like OJ shout out?
No, we should.
Check out a little whiskey for OJ right now,
dude. Shout out for the juice. Drink some juice for the juice.
Juice for juice.
Juice for juice. Jews for juice.
Juice for juice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a different organization that I'm not involved with.
Oh man, that's funny. Yes, you're right, Anderson. I see that. I'm reading off his comments. Flow looking better every day. Damn right.
Well, how's Flow looking?
Flow's going up. Flow's been in a great spot, but it's looking better every day with Solana crashing and Ethereum.
119. We're back over $1. That's nice.
Yeah, it's been doing well. I think the Flow's got a lot of potential. Actually, it's another token that I'm holding. I'm staking. They started to unlock their DeFi with this platform called IncrementFi. So if anyone is,
by the way, you're totally going to see a meme coin called Juice for Juice, and it's going to be like OJ. It's going to be like a racist, pumped up fun. By the way, if you ever want to like scar your eyelids, go and like by default, it's the NSFW is not allowed on Pump Fun. Take it off and go look at what's there. It's insane. It's like the dreck of the dreck.
Yeah, dude, people are really like they're like the world is like really like there's some dumb fucking people out there, dude. Like it's just like the shit that gets created on Pump.fun is just like brainless.
But honestly, it's also a great like figuring out what's like, you know, what, because anytime something happens, immediately there's listen. When I saw the OJ thing, the first thing I thought is like, okay, who's going to make the token? Like that was the first thing. The same, and maybe I'm brain rot from watching too many hours of TikTok and just being in crypto. But that was like my first thought, and there was already 30 by the time I went.
Did you see what Jackie just said? 700 viewers. Do I have to like? Should we like actually be like? Should we actually be? Should we
show some skin? Do we need to show some skin now?
Should we actually be thinking about the things we talk about?
Probably should prepare. Actually, the fact that there's a list here means we prepared, even though we sent it to him like maybe 2 hours ago.
Yeah. In one text.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about Pump.Fun. So, Pump.Fun is probably getting hit pretty poorly with the Solana outage, but they're still making money hand over fist. Everyone knows that they were making, Qual, if you want to give us 3%, I'm happy to take it. I don't think I provide enough value for the 3% here.
I honestly believe I give you guys enough value.
Drew's given enough value, right? By the way, whoever said earlier, I forgot who said they have 2 million grass. We talked about grass like 3 weeks ago. Really? And right now on whale market, 500,000 grass is $1,000. At least last I checked. So that's like $4,000. I don't know how much you put in. Whoever said it before, I had to scroll up to see. Was it hold on, let me see who said it. But whoever said it, the grass gets smoked. The
grass is greener.
Hold on, the grass. No, not the grass is greener. There's so many people that said bets. Go like scroll up. Oh, Pebbles. 2 million grass, right? 2 million grass. That's $4,000. I don't know how much you bought it for, but that sounds good. That sounds like amazing. And I don't know if you did it with the guy that because there was a one pager for anyone who was here like 3 weeks ago. There was this little one pager that we had. Yeah, so that's already worth double. So we have alpha here, I guess. And so there was a one pager that was going around where this guy's just like, do this, do that. Send me a message on Discord and give me your ID and I'll set you up and just give me some money and I'll set up for you.
I hope some people have also followed me into Morpheus, because I think Morpheus is a massive winner.
I still need to do it. You're gonna walk away with thought on that, and I'm probably gonna.
It's gonna be a big winner. There's no doubt. It's like the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, it's the leader. It's the guy who invented the DApp, like the Ethereum DApp is like he's come back 10 years later to invent like the AI agent ecosystem.
Oh, can we talk? Did you hear any? So this should have been a thing. We should have a gossip section every week.
Yeah.
I overheard a lot of gossip at NFT NYC. Did you?
What? Give me an example of gossip. No, I don't really know any gossip. I don't think.
I'm like trying to think what I can. So the one I heard, because nobody said it to me, I just overheard it in a conversation, so I can't get in trouble for it. Yeah. Apparently, everyone's leaving Polygon. Every like employee.
I mean, oh, you're talking about the company?
The company and all their partners are like moving over to like things like Base.
Well, I heard like, that the ZK EVM thing's been doing great.
I heard the employees are basically all gone. And I don't know what that means.
There's been a lot of turnover at Polygon.
But I have proof. I have proof. There was someone who might be listening now who was with me and overheard it. And we were not part of the conversation, but someone was very, very like easily, not easily. They were very like verbally just saying like a lot of the team is left, a lot of the team is leaving, and all like the partners. Because someone was saying that there was like a big company that was saying, oh, we're going to do stuff on Polygon. They're like, don't put it on like Base or something because there's no one there anymore.
I've actually heard otherwise. I've heard that there's a big transition going on within Polygon. That's gonna like they're gonna be leaning fully into the ZK.
Again, this is gossip. I have no idea if it's true or not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely.
I overheard it at the crypto the game dinner, so it was legit people. Okay. But also the guy who was talking was also a little bit. He was like an OG ETH guy who was like early dev. Yeah. So who knows? All right, but pump fun. I feel like the second that Solana,
I don't really like pump fun. I'll be honest with you. I think it's a little too it's too ridiculous for me.
Well, the problem is, I think, is the bonding curve it's set up in a way. I mean, it's set up in a way that people can make a lot of money. And by the way, I also love that we have a battle going on in our comments because that means we've made it. So appreciate you guys doing that. Whatever you're doing, keep it going or calm down. But yeah, appreciate you guys. But no, the pump fund. So here's the thing: it works really well. First of all, it's a great way to make money. Either you can take money from bots who are trying to copy trade you, if you're like a good trader and you get like the notoriety around that, or the bonding curve really works. And by the way, the best way to do the bonding curve that I've seen from other people doing it, and I've participated myself, is before you hit, because normally when you hit the bonding curve, right, and then it goes to Radium, you're either mooning or dumping right there. And I know obviously those are the only two options, but it's either like a mega, dump or it starts to take off. And I find that like if you get in really early, you can essentially just sell off 25%, right, before the bonding curve is actually hit, and you could basically make your money back before it even goes to Radium. And so like if you put in 2 SOL, right, like $300-400, whatever that is right now, and then you're like one of the first 10 people that puts in before the bonding curve, you could basically sell it for 2 SOL, and then you have like zero risk. Because I find that the big risk is once it gets to the to Radium, it's just like who can dump fastest. And so this is not financial advice. This is just
I'll tell you, this is why I struggle.
It's not telling you to buy anything. It's not financial advice.
This is why I struggle.
It's like, yeah.
I'll tell you my problem with it. I've realized like I'm in the style of, I think there are some people that are traders and there are some people that are investors. I'm much more of an investor. Like even with my emails, I look for narrative, I look for a thesis. I try to find something to like bite my teeth into. And then I'm like, I want to buy something that I don't have to panic overnight, or while I'm on calls at work, it's going to go to zero because it's just there's nothing holding it up. So like for me, I'm an investor. There are Beanie's a pure trader. Like he's an investor also, but his mentality is trader. You know what I mean? And there are a lot of people that that are on crypto Twitter that are just traders. They're looking to try to flip and get in and out and blah blah blah. Like I'm a much more of like, hey, what does this do to grow the pie? For I'm okay losing on one thing or two things because I know that if the third thing grows the pie for everyone, I'm going to win in the long run. Like that's the way I think about this stuff. So the problem for me with Pump Fun is that if you're not looking at it for 5 minutes, it tanks so quickly you never have a chance. You never have a chance. And like, I think it's so utterly manipulated at this point that I'm never going to be in the know or have an ability to really be at the forefront of that game. And you're not really investing when it comes to a coin that got spun up on Pump.Fun with literally like nothing behind it. It's just a name and a word. So like, there's just no, like anyone can do that. There's no conviction. There's no, you have no accountability. It's just, to me, everything about it is just pure pump and dump. And I guess that's what it's called, Pump Fun. But like, I want to see something that I like. This is why, again, I go back to bets. Like, I think that a business model, having a little bit of a fee, generating revenue, a roadmap, a plan, like call me old fashioned, I like when people have something that they're going to create value behind and do some things to spread awareness of the vision, of the meme, of the story. So like, I don't know, Pump.Fun just to me is like, it is just such a pump and dump game. Now, I also think that could evolve. And so it's not like I'm writing off Pump.Fun. I just think right now I have no chance on Pump.Fun. I don't think I've ever won, maybe once. Like I do something, I go back to it later. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about it. Oh no, done. It's tanked. Like you never go back to it and be like, wow, that worked out well. You have to be watching it the whole time to make money. And you know that. Like you've made money on Pump.Fun because you're watching it, you're trading it, and you're getting up when it goes up a little bit. And like I just don't have time for that shit. So listen, like I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I think it's another cool little like casino game and this whole ecosystem of meme coins. I think it makes sense. It's just not something that I'm like super, super excited about personally.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, listen, I think it's cool to do. On one hand, it's not like an insider's game. On the other hand, it is an insider's game, right? Like it's not an insider's game in the sense that prior to these fair launches, you'd basically have to all buy. You'd buy after someone owns like 30% for no money, right? Or 70% for no money, and you're buying a small little piece of something where people could just dump on you for nothing. Now at least they have to buy it. So I don't know. I think people just need to evolve. I think the issue is less Pump.Fun, and I think it's more people will go and they'll just start dumping, and they're just not smart about it, right? And maybe they're just like not optimizing it, and because they don't care, because they're just getting their money out. But I sort of feel like if they could get smarter, they could just leg up and leg up and leg up. And what I mean by that is, it takes $71,000 to get to, like, in terms of market cap, to get to Radium, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if the people who buy that essentially hold, right, and don't sell, then when it comes to Radium, right, then the price should go up if the people aren't selling.
Is there any data on how many of the tokens ever made have made
Yeah, it's very low. 99% do not make it to Radium.
It's like why? What are we doing here then?
Well, I mean, at least that's all the data when it used to be 150. So I don't know if the new data is like it's a higher, maybe it's like 5%. But that's like, come on, that's like anything, right? That's like that's like 99% of NFTs are worth zero, probably more.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay. What do we got left? We got about 3 minutes. Did I buy anything else this week? Hold on. Let me just check my wallets and world.
What did you buy? Did you buy anything? Dude, I try to get you guys. I shared in the alpha channel in Warwick, which, by the way, once the DAO is distributed, we should start letting people in, like
not
good groups.
Like
No. But I'm saying we should make it.
Yeah,
we keep it tight. No Jeters in there. That's a non-G group. Those people hold.
It's investor because it's an investor group.
It's because they're all VCs and investors and founders.
Exactly.
Hold on. I bought an NFT this month. one NFT I bought this month. The only NFT I bought this month.
Okay.
And I put it in the alpha channel at 1 Sol, and it's called Retardio Cousins. And it was 1 Sol. It was a Milady. It's basically Solana Milady. And I max minted. And so I minted 4. And I sold at like 2 Sol and 3 Sol. I think I sold 3 out of my 4. I still have 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the floor is 11.5 now. Sol.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you bought anything in the? We don't have enough time to break this conversation open, but have you done anything with runes yet? Have you done anything with runes?
No, I don't even. I honestly, I'd like need to read what it even needs. I have not
Really
had the bandwidth to focus.
I have an X. So you get an Xverse wallet, which you need to do already. I don't know why.
I have one.
Okay.
I have one. I just haven't used it yet.
My stuff in that. So I've been loading up on stacks, and I stake my stacks on Stacking DAO, and I'm earning because they're going to be coming off the token. They're doing points, and so I'm loaded up on stacks. And then I've done some stuff on the runes. I bought an RSIC or whatever the heck it's called, the RSIC NFT. I bought a runestone, the RSIC miner, a runestone. Those pizza artifacts have been killing it, so that's been doing really well. I think that runes is really.
Everyone's excited about it, but when everyone's like excited, I don't know. Like I feel like when everyone's not excited, like when people hated Portal Coin, that was like the play, obviously.
Yep.
And like I feel like when everyone's in, I feel like I'm the sucker.
So this is why I love Morpheus, because nobody's talking about Morpheus. I think it's going to absolutely go bananas. It's kind of everyone's kind of being low key about it. And like the smartest people I know are putting a ton of money into it. But I have this weird feeling that it's like a sell the news thing, and then I think it'll rally. But I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Like there's like so much hype, and it feels like this like gold rush. And yes, it'll pop, no doubt. And there's going to be the winners in that market for sure. But like,
yeah.
I'm
okay, wait. So we've only got one more minute. The one thing that I think is being overlooked a lot right now is right now in crypto more. And I've been in crypto for 12 years. I joined Dwella 2012. So, and those are from 2012, 2014.
I've been in crypto.
So I've been in crypto for 12 years. I cannot remember a time where you can make so much money with so little money in my life.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's
I was the 3rd or 4th person into, because all these Goblin Town chats until a bunch of goblins started just like cheating, and there's been like there's a little fissure right now in the Goblin Town world. But for a while, goblins were really good at holding and making money. And I was like one of the first 5 or 10 to get, I don't even remember what the coin is, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I took like a 2 Sol and turned it into like 200 Sol in 30 minutes. Like, crazy. And and by the way, I used to have an alpha chat in the Discord for Illuminati Goblin Town, but I took it away because people complain too much and they don't deserve the alpha anymore. Yeah. And so, no, that's honest. Like, if they lose money, they're mad. If they make money, they want more and they're mad. Like, it wasn't worth it. So, but we do it here now. Yeah, we do it here now. You come here if you want to talk about how we're thinking about things. Yeah. But in the end of the day, sorry, Jackie. I mean, it's an Urban Dictionary. It's a different word. Okay, never mind. The point is that there's a private chat.
Wow, 800 viewers. You guys are rocking right now. What is going on here?
Yeah. Okay, but so the last thing I wanted to say is 888 right now, actually, Drew. Wow. The last thing I wanted to say, and by the way, that's just live, which is I think normally we have like 200-300 live. So this is cool. But I just will say, like, there's never been a time that I've been in crypto that you can make so much money with so little money, and that it's really like an incredible opportunity. Like, this doesn't come along a lot, and actually it comes along every few years where you can make money really well. Like everyone can make money, but not with this amount of small money. That's insane.
Yeah.
And so, like, you get into the right coin early enough, and you don't totally nuke it.
Yeah.
You can feed your family for a few years.
Well, that's why I try to find tokens that like It's why I'm like I've started to like not spread out as much and have conviction in a couple plays. So it's like I used to throw like $100 in 20 tokens, but like now, like you know what? Like if you hold true and you actually like can keep and like can handle the downturns, because the dips are fucking vicious. But like if you could handle the dips and you have conviction in a token, I mean the upside is just massive. So that's what I've been doing. I've been just kind of consolidating my coins. Two other coins I want to shout out quickly because they both had TGEs this week, and I'm excited about both of them. I'm an investor in both. Truflation, the token is Truth, TRUF. Super interesting coin. It is the most accurate inflation data that exists, much more accurate than the government. Most people quote this one, and they've built out an economic data, like a whole economic data set that they're now like kind of they've now tokenized and built out a decentralized economy on top of. Super interesting. They're backed by Chainlink. I just launched a token yesterday. Super excited about Truth, TRUF. And the other one that also just launched that's killing it right now is Saga. Saga is a layer one. It's like killing it in the gaming space, parallel chains, like app chain style. So fully like infinitely scalable. It was the number one, broke all the records for it broke all the records on Binance for the most amount of interest and staked and token staked towards it. So a couple tokens that I'm just really excited about are Truth. Let me see if I can drop those links. I see people asking. Here's CoinMarketCap for Truth. Truflation, I think they're just getting started. I really like it a lot. They have an amazing platform, really cool tech. I'm going to drop it for Jackie to post because I can't. And then the other one is Saga. Check out Saga, guys. It's actually one of the chains that I've been recommending a lot to our portfolio companies to take a look at, because it's like it's far more scalable. Like when you see like another, like think about on the blockchain now, it's like when one project is successful that has nothing to do with yours, and all of a sudden it's clogging up the blockchain. Like it's completely inhibiting other people from doing what they want to do. So in this ecosystem on Saga, it's basically you spin up a chain as simple as a smart contract, so that you can scale infinitely for any type of application that you want. And Saga's doing really well.
500% the Truflation one this week.
Yeah, and
it's holding. It's holding.
Oh, it's holding totally. I think it's going to go. I think it's going way beyond. That's why I'm not selling anything there. So I'm holding that one, and then Saga I think is like also going to just crush. So those are two that I think that they just launched yesterday. I think it's still very early. That I think are like legitimate companies with real venture backing, and are tokens that I'm really excited about that we're supporting.
Cool. All right, so we got over 900 live people today. That's pretty awesome. Congrats to everyone that came. We'll be back next Thursday.
But I think I'm gonna try to do mine from Bahamas. So
let's go. Let's go. Do it on the beach.
Do it on the beach. Yeah. So
all right.
Every Thursday we're here, 4:00. Come join us. Join the chat. Yeah. We just talk about the shit that we're looking at and that we're excited about.
Yeah.
That's really the gist. That's what we do.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Peace.